Look, man, if I gotta be honest with y'all, Shakur Stevenson is one of the best defensive fighters ever.
This is high-speed chess. That's what you're watching.
Ever. And I'm standing on that. I like Tony. I like Pernell. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was great. There's a lot of great fighters on the defensive end. Shakur Stevenson must put his name amongst those guys. We, as a collective, must put him amongst these greats. Shakur Stevenson, he's something to behold, right? He just had his fight against Zepeda on Saturday. You can feel however you want to feel about Zepeda, but that type of style of fight is really hard to deal with a lot of fighters. Even Floyd Mayweather had his issues with Maidana, Castillo, and even an old Oscar De La Hoya. We get that. Now, like I said, Zepeda's he's not a crazy fighter. He's not amazingly, overwhelmingly great. But like I said, the stylistic clash has always presented issues for the counterpuncher or the pure boxers. If you want to beat the counterpunchers, if you want to beat the pure boxers, you get in there, you make it dirty. Shakur Stevenson made it look easy. He smiled his way to an easy, unanimous decision. He laughed, he chuckled, he skipped. It was easy. It felt like a sparring match. Now, this is what I said. And you guys can take it how you want to take it, and you can say what you want to say about it. We're speaking strictly defense. I'm not saying Shakur is a better boxer, better jab. I'm saying defense. What is defense, Cherry? Not being hit. And that comes in a lot of different ways. The best form of not being hit, my father always told me this, move your ass out the way. And Shakur does that better than anybody. If we're talking about moving back away from a punch, Shakur does that better than anybody. That's the best form of defense. It's not the only form of defense. That doesn't make him the best. But if my son were to go into boxing and I had, let's say, Mayweather Jr., Tony, Pernell, and Shakur, and I could say my son can inherit any one of these guys' defensive capabilities, talent, reflexes, all of that. I'm going Shakur Stevenson. As that's going to hurt a lot of you guys' feelings. I'm going Shakur Stevenson. The guy has the full package. Like I said, when it comes to the best form of defense, move. Shakur does it better than all three of those guys. I'm sorry. He moves. He moves backwards. He moves laterally. He can move. And then you always come to the inevitable. What happens when your back hits the ropes? What are you gonna do? Shakur can pivot. Shakur can sit on the ropes. We just seen that against Zepeda. Shakur could go like this all night. All night, Shakur could go just like that. So there's not a lot of holes in the guy's game. That was a huge misconception that Gervonta put in a lot of you guys' heads. And I didn't understand that. I even made a video same day when Gervonta released that video saying all Shakur does is jump back. I even released a video debunking that whole argument the same day. And I'm like, you guys don't want Shakur. You guys are letting Tank's propaganda try to brainwash you into him not fighting Shakur. Shakur is a complete defensive mastermind. The mastermind's an understatement. Magician, technician. The guy understands defense better than anyone. He has a great high guard. He could slip, he could roll, he could counter, he could dip, he could change levels, he could pivot, he could smother, he could move back, he could everything. Gervonta Davis should be ashamed of himself for even letting that statement come out of his mouth that Shakur can only move back. Shakur can sit in the pocket, and if Tank ever gives him the opportunity, I don't think Tank will, because I think it ends up really, really bad for Gervonta. But it's going to be really surprising that you're going to see Gervonta have him on the ropes, or you're going to see them inside the pocket, inside the phone booth, and you're going to see Shakur win those exchanges. You're going to see Shakur out-muscle and use his strength to move Gervonta back. It's going to be really upsetting. It's going to be really surprising to most guys who don't watch boxing as much as I do. But it's going to be quite evident. Back to Shakur and just how great he is. Against Zepeda, I didn't see him struggle much, man. I didn't. Like I said, just cool, confident, relaxed, in his element. What will it take for Shakur to break a sweat? A power puncher? Maybe. Still got to see how he kind of handles power when he's faced against a guy he really doesn't want to take a shot from, right? But in that fight, I counted Zepeda landing, let's be generous, 8 clean shots. Clean shots. Like, boom, he landed that shot. Maybe 8. And that's being really generous. Really, really generous. So, maybe a power puncher is going to be the guy. It won't be Gervonta. Gervonta doesn't throw enough. Edwin De Los Santos' feet isn't quick enough. That's what I'm saying. That is literally what I'm saying here. The fighter it would take to beat Shakur, to make the guy break a sweat, to kick it into third gear, hasn't been developed yet. It hasn't been established. It's not here quite yet. Shakur has so many tools inside the bag. He could always reach in there, pull out the next one. Oh, I'm fighting this guy. He goes back, pulls out he has unlimited tools. Edwin punches hard. Edwin can string together combinations. Guess what? His feet aren't as good as mine. I'm going to make him work for it. I'm going to make him move. He won't get a chance to throw combinations. He won't get a chance to land the power because I'm going to move. Oh, Zepeda, his power's okay. But Zepeda likes to throw punches and bunches. Guess what? I'm going to smother him. I'm going to move back. I'm going to slip. I'm going to do everything against Zepeda. Everything in the book I'm going to do against Zepeda. Then you get Gervonta. Okay, Gervonta can punch hard, but he doesn't have the output. It's easy. If you don't have output, you're not beating Shakur. Tank is a one-shot fighter. He is. He gets guys in corners, one shot. Maybe 2, maybe 3 shots. Shakur, catch, dip, catch, back. That's too easy. That's way too easy. Gervonta knows that. And I must applaud Gervonta's fight IQ. It takes a very smart man to spar another man or watch another man's film and say, there's no chance in hell I can beat this man. That is what Gervonta Davis has said. He doesn't want nothing to do with Shakur. He gets upset when Shakur's name is brought up. He said, why are we talking about Shakur? He hasn't done nothing fighting Frank Martin, fighting Lamont Roach, talking about a guy who hasn't done anything. It takes a very smart fighter to realize that I cannot deal with that guy under any circumstances. Shakur versus Tank would not happen. If it does happen, it'll be a relatively easy fight for Shakur. Relatively easy fight. I'm not betting on any man who is not throwing 60 plus punches against Shakur. Could Tank land that one bombshell? Maybe. But if we go back, we watch a lot of Tank's knockouts. He's fighting guys whose IQ aren't as great as Shakur or anybody else's, right? So we're watching Frank Martin constantly put himself in the corner. We're watching a dehydrated Mario Barrios. We're watching a Hector Luis Garcia that's willing to exchange. We're watching a Ryan Garcia that's throwing the same left hook. We're watching a Leah Santa Cruz that's tripling up on the right hand. These guys' IQ, even Rolly Romero, we're watching the guy lunge forward into Tank's power. So these guys' IQ aren't that great. They're handing Tank the knockout. Some of these guys, Rolly even, is saying, please knock me out. I'm going to lunge forward straight into you. Just please, Tank, knock me out. That's not going to be the case for Shakur. He's going to have to earn it. He's going to have to make Shakur make a mistake. These guys aren't as brilliant of a boxer as Shakur. So they take unnecessary risk. Boxing's all about risk. Trying to get something and get a lot less, or getting something in return and having to take a lot less from your opponent. Rolly was trying to get off. I don't know what shot Rolly was trying to get off, but the risk to reward wasn't that great. Okay, you land that shot, that's cool, but look at the shot he took in return. Shakur's risk to reward, his ability to calculate the risk to reward factor is spectacular. Very low risk, but he typically is still being able to reward himself. He can sit in the shell and counter out the shell while opening himself up very, very minimal. And that's what makes him special. That's what makes him the best defensive fighter of this generation. And when you watch him, And you guys are not going to like this because you guys love being stuck in the past. He's the closest thing to Floyd Mayweather ever. Watch him. Watch how he sits in the shell. Watch his stab to the body. Everything. Watch it. He's the closest thing to Floyd. Now he's missing the power of Floyd. He's missing the technique, the IQ. Like, Floyd Mayweather is a specimen within himself. Floyd Mayweather is an absolute machine. I get that. But he's the closest thing to it, especially on the defensive end. I'm really high on Shakur. Before the fight, even after this fight, my respect for Mr. Shakur Stevenson has gone up tremendously. This guy is special. Shakur Stevenson is a guy you should never bet against. I gotta be honest. Never in your life bet against Shakur Stevenson. This is the guy of this generation. When you go back and you look at Floyd and what he was able to do, you say, damn, I wish I would have just bet on Floyd every fight. You know how much money I would have made if I bet on Floyd every fight? You know how close them Pacquiao odds were. You know how close Oscar odds were. I wish I bet on Floyd every fight. And you know how rich I'd be today? Shakur's that guy. Bet on Shakur every single fight. He has Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford in his camp. He has an amazing coach. This is a champion. This is a winner. This is a guy who's prepping well for every fight. He's not getting out of shape. He's not getting lazy. This is a guy who loves to win. This is a guy who's going to be victorious no matter what. If it takes running, he's going to do it. Let's say running. If it takes that, he's going to do it. If it takes counterpunching, he's going to do it. Whatever he needs to do, he will do it to win. Shakur Stevenson is the ultimate champion. He's the ultimate winner. He's going to be the best of this generation moving forward once Usyk, Crawford, and all these older guys retire. Put your money on Shakur. I promise you will never be disappointed.